And top is going up against Bly. Okay. So there are some spicy matchups going on right now. We have our brand new series. We are diving in. Players have finally finished up their vetoes. Is it really sad if Widowmines don't connect? I don't think so. For not an ARJ skater, mate. Alright, here we go. Here we are in our second series of the day, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE. We have our young player full of that youth juice. He is 16/17 right now. His birthday is this month. Give it up for the Blue Protoss. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have his counterpart, the American Zerg, also 16 years old. Mate, these kids are just so young and so good at StarCraft. It makes me feel bad. Representing Risen from the Ghost, it is Meowerdoom. Just took down Yanji. How will he fare against MaxPax? So, it's crazy to think, but it's possible that there are people watching right now who don't know who MaxPax is, right? MaxPax, he is arguably the best Protoss player in Europe right now. I say arguably because Showtime has had that title for a long time and Showtime is still active, but I don't think he's had the most impressive results recently. So he has kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit, and I'm sure there are still a lot of Showtime fans out there. I myself am one as well, but MaxPax, he is straight up contesting that title as the best in Europe. And honestly, like, he's kind of got the results to back it up. Like, MaxPax has done so well. He is going for a Forge, by the way. Oh my god, he's cannon rushing on Jagannatha. He's going to be able to wall off. And Meowerdoom went for a Hatch Gas Pool opener. His Ling's going to be a little bit later than he would like. And oh god. MaxPax, please. There we go. He does deny the base, and this is a quote-unquote macro cannon rush. What I mean by that, it was a gate first into Forge, into Cybercore. Nexus is up next. This cannon rush isn't designed to kill your opponent, it is designed to cancel the natural base, force Meowerdoom to take another one, and unfortunately Meowerdoom, instead of taking another base, I think he thinks he's a little bit more committed. Oh no, he knows, never mind. But he has decided to go for one base Roach. I don't know about this one. I'm not too fond of this response. This would make sense if this was a straight up like a full-on cannon rush, right? Like, get some Roaches, bust out and go across the map, maybe go for a Nidus. But because there was only one cannon, this feels like an overreaction, and now he's committed right now to Roaches. Now he has to make something happen with this, and a Stargate's on the way. A Void Ray is going to be on the way. Like, what are Roaches really going to do here? I would be impressed. I'm curious. I want to see, what is Meowerdoom's plan? Because at the moment, there's no Lair, so there's no Nidus, there's no Dropper Lords. We do have a Ravager. Eventually, Meowerdoom will bust down into his natural base, but is that really the goal here? Does he intend to take down this base and expand? Because if so, like, this Void Ray is going to go to town. And there it is. He expands. He's a madman. I'm really concerned. So Meowerdoom, he did scout with his Overlord. He knows the natural base is on the way. He hasn't seen the opener, so he doesn't know that it is a Stargate follow-up. Meanwhile, Roach Ravager is rushing across the map. Void Ray is here. It catches the Ravagers. Forces them back home. I think it's over. I don't want to believe, but the Ravagers are gonna fall. One goes down. Second is gonna go down. We do have two queens, so these queens will be able to push away this Void Ray. But here comes an Oracle. And again, Meowerdoom, he has to fight tooth and nail to even get his expansion up and running. And let alone a third base. Meanwhile, MaxPax is already, he's sitting back on 2 bases. He's fine. He's chilling. Like a villain. Here comes the Oracle. No Spore. A Bile does connect with the Oracle, to be fair, but 4 drones go down. This is rough. This is rough. So Meowerdoom, he's down hard in workers, and I would say he needs to transition into an all-in. He would have lost his mind if he tried to take a third base. I'll be real. And there we go. He's going for a lair, but he gets scouted. The Revelation spots the lair. Oh my god. And here's the third. There would have been a third there. Oof. And MaxPax, he's transitioning into Glaive Adepts. This is going to be devastating, mate. So he opened up with the Stargate. We do have a Twilight Council follow-up. Glaives are on the way. And sure, there's not going to be a Warpism. Sure, he can't reinforce across the map, but he's going to warp in so many Adepts. They're just going to zoom across the map. They're just going to shade across the map. And what is going to stop them? Ravagers? Nah, mate. Roaches can do well. Problem is that right now, Meowerdoom is focusing on his economy. He's droning up hard. He got a lair, but because he got scouted, like, I'm sure he had a plan to maybe go for a night or something, but he hasn't really done anything with the lair yet. And here come the Adepts. So it looks like we won't see this lair really come to fruition. The Adepts are here. Oh my god, and honestly, they could just fight these Ravagers, to be honest. Like, Ravagers are relatively squishy. In the end, MaxPax doesn't commit, which is very interesting here. You know, he's just chipping away at the front line. And Meowerdoom, he holds. He holds for now. Again, there's still a lot of, like, potential with these Adepts. I'm still really afraid. As they rush on 4, they do take out one of these queens. They could keep going, and the rest of these queens could fall as well. Up, up, up. And MaxPax, he's just chipping away at this army. He's slowly chipping away at it. He's trying to take down this base, and honestly, he could. There we go. There's no buffer for these Ravagers. These Ravagers will fall. The Queens do get the Void Ray at the cost of their lives. And these Adepts are they're just going to town, mate. GG. And MaxPax takes game number 1. GG, and that was just looking rough from the start. Again, that cannon rush, it wasn't a big commitment from MaxPax, so for Meowerdoom to go for roaches like that, it really did set him back. He needed a plan with that, and unfortunately, he wasn't really able to accomplish much. He survived and he got a natural base, but that isn't enough. As we are setting up for game number 2. And we're just waiting to dive in. Meanwhile, don't forget to hydrate, everyone. Drink plenty of water. Posture check. Make sure you're sat up straight. And we are diving in, just waiting for our players to get ready. And here we go. Meanwhile, I have some sad news. Starduck did go down to a Dominus. Feels bad, man. Ah, God. Starduck, he's been doing so well, but unfortunately wasn't able to make it past a Dominus. A Dominus, the best player in all of Israel. And here we go. Game number 2 in this best of 3 series. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the European Protoss, hailing from the land of Denmark, already up in this series. Looking pretty confident in game 1. We'll see what he does here in game 2. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have a player who honestly didn't really get to play much StarCraft last game. He was just kind of, it was just all in the control of his opponents, but hopefully he has a better chance here on Romanticide. He's American, representing Risen from the Gosu. It is Meowerdoom. Let's go. A much more standard opening from MaxPax, no Forge, but the threat of the Forge is still here for Meowerdoom, so he does go for the expansion, does keep this Overlord over his base to make sure that there are no cannons, no Forge, and we'll see if MaxPax fakes him out. Oh my god, there is a Forge. Oh god. Not again. Alright. Here we go. We'll see how good the response is going to be here from Meowerdoom, as the probe is slipping on in, is going to be setting up the pylons and going for the cannon rush. Meowerdoom does spot this. He does immediately send down a probe. Sorry, a worker. But to no avail. The wall is up. The cannons will be going down. What is the response here? Spawning pool is on the way. He's not pulling out of gas. There's the cannon, there's the cancel, and just take a base. Okay, there we go, there we go. He's going for the third. Whew. Thank God. I was so concerned when I saw both drones going back into the main, but this is scary because MaxPax, he's committed. This is a different variant of the build. He is still going. There it is, Proxy Robo. And Meowerdoom doesn't see. For all Meowerdoom knows, it's the same as the previous game. And honestly, roaches are kind of what he needs. Alright, he sees the pylon. He knows that this is here outside his main base, and now he throws out, so he is responding. Here we go, Roach Warren's on the way, Spines are on the way as well to try and stem the tide of these cannons. Oh god. The Queen is out as well, so he should be able to reclaim control of his main. What's scary though is that the Immortal is on the way as well. The Immortal is really going to give Meowerdoom a hard time, as the cannons are finishing up. The Spines are going to finish up shortly, and they will be able to, again, like, kind of stop this advance from MaxPax. But the Immortal is going to put in a lot of work here, and I don't know if there's a response. But MaxPax has to be careful. Is the Immortal walled off? Oh no, never mind. The Immortal's here. Oh boy, and one Spine already goes down. The second Spine will go down as well. This is disastrous, and god. This could be over. The roaches are coming out, but GG gets called. MaxPax takes game 2 in the series. Feels bad, man. Meowerdoom, he put up a good fight. Unfortunately, ooh, good luck versus Clem. Oh, GG. Meowerdoom doesn't have faith in the Koreans, mate. GG gets called, and MaxPax takes the series.